Hey Zers, what up? Welcome back to Julia Z, and yay! For today we got the boost points and also the 6-star selector, which is kind of weird because the 6-star selector was supposed to be given out tomorrow and the boost points today, but cool. I really can't complain about that. So here we go. Right here we get the 6-star selector. Before I do that, let me just make this look better for you guys. And there you go. You have the 6-star selector. Now I kind of also have some bad news. This 6-star selector only lasts for 2 days, so there's a 99.99999 chance that the same will apply to the tier 3 selector. So sadly, I don't think we'll have it available for a longest time. So a lot of people that wanted to, I guess, or hoped to be able to save it for a while will not be able to do that. So that is a bit disappointing, but here we go. So now you got a 6-star selector. Who do you want to spend it on? Question mark. We'll check every character one by one, I guess, and then I'm gonna tell you if they're worth it or not. There we go. Let's start with. Of course, I'm gonna go through all of them, so even the natives. But the natives you can't give a 6-star selector to, so that doesn't make sense, does it? Right here you have Black Panther, but nope. Captain America, Sharon Rogers. I'm guessing that is your first character. For a high chance, like there's a high chance that that is gonna be your first character that you chose either way. So I'm thinking you were done with her already. If you're not, I would still urge you to wait and maybe use the tier 3 selector on her. That way you'll get her at tier 3. Right here, Winter Soldier is I guess farmable. Same with Captain Marvel. Let's go with Psylocke, of course, and Magneto are deluxe pack characters. Adam is Crystal Walled. Let's go ahead and go further. I guess we can even do it like this. So Ebony, Odin, blah 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 blah. Okay, so 6-star selector. You could use it on basically not the X-Men's. Let's completely skip those. You could use it on America Chavez. I wouldn't suggest that, to be honest, because she really sucks. She's not that great. She's not bad though. She can kind of survive, but her damage is really low, and basically she's only good for early floors. Crossbones is easy to farm, I would guess, so it's not really a good idea. Plus, you need the uniform to make him available, or to make his damage really good. You have Goliath here, but I wouldn't actually use him. He's not as good. He's a bit worse than America Chavez, like survivability wise, but a bit better than her for damage, so maybe. But I would strongly recommend Gorilla Man. He's a bio character, so that is really good, and he has a heal. He has a nice amount of damage, so definitely one of the high choices or high quality picks that you could have. I'm gonna star all of them that I really deem important. You could choose Minerva, but basically I would urge you to go with the latest characters because they usually have a lot of damage, way more than earlier ones. So I'm starring just the ones that I'm looking at and I'm deeming really good characters. So Swordmaster, of course, is pretty okay, but we're still picking him in there. It's not gonna be like a high, I guess, high priority character that you're gonna choose. But I'm just keeping them there so that I can go with you again on them, and then just really study those options and give you the best ones. There we go. So with blast characters right here, who do we also have apart from them? I mean, you could kind of choose Ulysses Claw, but I really don't like him. He's not really that good. His survivability is kind of annoying, so I don't know. Who else in here to use the 6-star selector on? I'm kind of skipping the characters that need a uniform to be good as well, so that's why I'm skipping a lot of characters. You could use it on Shuri for sure. That even sounded funny. Um, of course, you could use it on Miles Morales. He's not really that amazing because in Wolbus Ultimate, I guess he doesn't do as good as he used to do when he came out. Plus, there's the fact that he does better against villains. So in Shadowland, he's still gonna be really bad. Um, who else? Of course, Viper should be in here. She's really good. Who else do we have? Blah, blah, blah. If I'm missing someone, of course it's my bad. I'm sorry, but it doesn't it doesn't mean that they're not good. I'm just like I completely missed them. That's basically the whole reason why they're not there. Of course, Iron Hammer, one of the really good characters that we got as selectable by normal BIOS, so the 6-star selector will work on them. Heimdall can do something as well. Some people were asking whether they wanted whether it was a good idea for Heimdall to pick Heimdall as well. So let's get him in there. Why not? There we go. I don't think there's any more that I need to pick in there. For the 6-star selectors in here, there are none for like good characters. The rest are premiums, so there's no point in showing you that. Let me just go back to the beginning, and there we go. We have let's see, we have 16 choices or characters that we can choose from. So if you want hero characters, we have Gorilla Man. He's really good. He has a heal and a lot of damage and iframes, of course, me like that. Swordmaster is okay-ish. He's not really that extreme or as good as the really good or as the latest characters that we have gotten with their damage. Like Taskmaster can go pretty freaking high. Same with Shadow Shell, or I mean higher than we ever expected them to be able to go. Same with War Tiger. Why not? He doesn't do as low as I thought at the beginning. But yeah, Swordmaster doesn't feel that great. You could definitely choose War Tiger. War Tiger has a heal, a native heal, the same one as Wolvie does, where it's always going to be active. So it's a really good character. He doesn't have a lot of iframes though, which is something that he suffers for or from. And it's gonna be a huge heart attack using him. Every time I use him in Shadowland, he always feels like he's about to die, and that's when he I guess survives. He uses his iframes and immunity, and that's when he just heals back up. So it's gonna be a roller coaster of emotions when using War Tiger. So yeah, go at it with like at your own leisure or at your own pace. Of course, Shuri is a really high priority up here because she's definitely a really good character and she's a support type. So as soon as you can get her to tier 2, you will really enjoy her. There is Dr. Voodoo as well. He is pretty freaking cool. He also does a lot of damage in Shadowland, even though he doesn't look like it as a character. And he's also a really good leadership character for Deadpool. If you have the Holiday Deadpool uniform, he's really gonna be important. You have who else? You have Heimdall, but I just chose him just because he can do something at 6 stars without a uniform. But yeah, he's not really good. I would put him at like last place out of all these characters. And you know, Miles Morales and Ulysses Claw are really close to him. But yeah, of course you have Iron Hammer. He's pretty freaking good as a beginner character as well. He has a heal, he has iframes, immunity, whatever you want. The 4th skill has a delayed immunity, which kind of sucks. That's why I don't like him that much. But yeah, he's pretty solid, I would guess, or I would say. And of course you have Shadow Shell. Had to remind myself. I already mentioned her like 3 seconds ago and I already forgot. But there you go. Shadow Shell also does a lot of damage, but she's really cool as a character. So yeah, But I'm guessing it's not such a good idea to pick her now that I think about it, because actually you get her from the academy. So bye bye Shadow Shell. Thanks for being here, but it's not your day. So yeah, Miles Morales, you could pick him up if you want him. Actually, bad idea. He needs the uniform as well. There you go. That's how you that's how you actually decide which character to go with. So same thing goes for Minerva. That's why I was a bit so-so with the decision of picking her or not. If you have her uniform like this one, she's really nice. Without the uniform, she's still good, but not as nice as this. So let's just unpick her. But if you need a female villain, she's pretty cool. Of course, you have now Morgan Le Fay. Morgan Le Fay has a heal, she has a revive, but the damage is really low, so even in Shadowland she doesn't do that well. So a lot of you may be disappointed if you choose her, but if you like her and you want a universal female and villain, she can be good for you. Now let's talk a bit about the villains. Right here you have Molten Man, a lot of damage. He's gonna be really nice in Shadowland for you. Taskmaster as well, surprisingly a lot of damage. You have Hydro Man, not as good with the damage as these other two, but he also has really high damage and he is definitely very safe. You just have to be careful on the floors where blast types get reflected from the physical attacks, so because he's fully physical, so you really have to be careful with that. Ulysses Claw, I really don't like him, but I guess his 4-star passive is the one that you need. Yeah, as long as you get him to 4 stars or something, you're gonna be good with World Boss or ABX. So you don't really need to get him fully 6-star, at least 6 stars. Okay, just to have him there. He's good. Don't get me wrong. Just I don't really like him. That's the whole thing. Viper, as I said, she has a lot of damage, it's just that she has a really wonky rotation where you need to do the third, you need to wait for the robots to spawn, and then you need to wait for the Hydra logo to be on the floor. As soon as you see that, cancel into the fourth and then immediately cancel into the fifth. That's how I do it, at least, because the fourth also gives you a buff, and I get all of that damage onto the fifth, and that's why she deals pretty nice damage. But yeah, for villains right now, for the free villains that you can select, really high spots for Molten Man, Taskmaster, and Viper. Of course, Hydro Man is in there as well. For heroes, really high spots, of course, go to Gorilla Man, and I don't know, War Tiger has a lot of damage as well. Swordmaster a little bit less, and Dr. Voodoo maybe less, and he does have a heal, but it's really not constant because you have a chance when you're doing physical damage, poison damage, which he only has 2 skills with poison damage, so it's not really a good heal. It's not consistent, at least. And lastly, of course, you also have Iron Hammer, which I don't know, he's pretty cool, but you have better characters like definitely this guy right here, Gorilla Man. I cannot sell him better than this, and War Tiger, why not? But yeah, Gorilla Man is way safer, so that's why. So these are my picks, I guess. You could pick other characters as well if it's okay for you to buy uniforms. So if you can afford buying a uniform for the characters, of course, there are many options to choose from. But there are so many options that we can't really talk about all of them, so I'm not really gonna do that. What I would suggest is you use the 6-star selector on characters that you cannot farm for, so they can only be gotten with bio selectors, not characters that you can get from story missions or Dimension support shop, you know, the support shop from there. So characters like that, and if you can buy the uniforms, of course, there are way more options in here. But as I said, really it depends on what you have and what you need. So basically that's how you just choose. I was just talking about the ones that don't need a uniform, so these are the ones. And either way, guys, I hope you enjoyed this. I'm gonna use my 6-star selector on one of these characters down here, actually. one of these four. So it's gonna be between Hellcat, Misty Knight, Silk, or Spider Gwen. I'm not really sure. I think I'll go with Misty Knight, though she's already almost done, so maybe it's better if I go with Spider Gwen, something like that. I don't know, we'll have to see, and I think they'll still need a little bit more bios to be ready to tier 2. It's not like I will tier 2 them immediately, it's not like they're good, just I've just gotten everyone ready to tier 2 up here and down here, so those 4 are the last ones that I have to get ready, and then I'll be happy with it, and finally I can use the bios for uniforms. Anyway guys, I hope you enjoyed this, and I will leave you guys to the giveaway part of this video, and sorry for making it a bit too long. Bye bye. Okay, so let's just pick the winners right now. Yeah, I said the winners because the keywords were questions, AMA, but some even used question, AMA, so maybe we could give one to each users. That's my fault for using this kind of keywords that you can use in plural or singular. So let's go. The winner is Zachromeister. I'm sorry, it's always hard to pronounce that name. So I agree with you. They should definitely tell us or tell agents a week earlier about the Cosmic Core event. Going back to last video about the questions AMA or the Ask Me Anything devs are doing, I would ask when are we, the agents, going to be getting either reworks for game modes or reworks for characters that are unusable, like Daredevil, Ultron, Elektra, and others. I would really like to use other characters, but we, the agents, must be able to clear most PvE content with them as well, not just some specific support characters to manage to do it. We must be able to do it or to use it efficiently, just like we use other newer characters to efficiently in PvE content, or in most PvE content. I really like that comment, by the way, Zekro, and yeah, I guess part of that question I already asked them. So I did ask for change the rewards in Shadowland, where we get more set rewards after 30, like maybe exchange selectors or CCF. And I also gave the idea, of course, like Frankie has told me or showed us, that we could maybe select if we wanted to get X genes or bios on that particular floor on the 5, 10, and 15 floors. So that was a good idea as well. That was the first question. The second question was for Wolbas Ultimate, if they could give us, I guess, guaranteed CCF, not in the form of conquest, the conquest reward or the conquest level. I was thinking more of the, you know, they could give us a set amount daily for each clear, like 5 CCF or 10 CCF, and then of course keep the same like drop rate that they had now, or they have now. So maybe randomly you're getting like 37 CCF, or maybe 40, or maybe just 11, you know, just the same way, but they also add this 5 or 10 CCF for each boss clear. That would be really nice and really good for everybody, I would think, and no one would feel I guess bad about missing out on CCF. Another thing, and the last thing that I asked, was the almost, I guess, half of your question, the character reworks. I was asking whether they are planning on going with balancing many characters at the same time instead of just waiting for uniforms for them. So I don't know, we'll see. These are the questions, just so that you know, if they pick me, if they use the questions the right way, or if they cut some of the questions. I don't know, we'll see, and I just gave them to you so that you know. The first keyword is, it's gonna have to be, what is it gonna be, man? Spiky? Okay, Spiky is gonna be the first keyword. Anyway, congrats, Zekro. Let's pick the other one, because I was about to forget. Question AMA. Okay, so we have only one winner for that, so why not give it to them? There you go, it's Subham. Sorry bro that you didn't get the keyword right, but it's kind of my fault, so that's why I picked one from both sides. So he says I got a 3-star uniform ticket, which I got last time. Also, hope I can get a CDP of CTP or CCF though. Question AMA, don't if they will even see the questions, but the number of people who participated in it was kind of low, so maybe I just asked if they want to kill this game or not. Lol. That is definitely not going to be seen by them, but yeah, good try. Anyway, congrats to both of you. PM me on Discord and I'll give you the coupons as soon as I can. To everybody else, don't worry, we have lots of coupons we can give away, so I'll see you guys tomorrow with another giveaway. Bye bye.